If they don't spell your name properly, they're doing it right. We could probably fix this, you know. Let me see. So yeah, see, look, I fixed it. Close enough. What's up, my Trinbago Vibes peeps? On this one, we are coffee hopping. Now, you are familiar with Starbucks and Rituals, our local brand here in Trinidad and Tobago. And although it would be fun to do a battle between Rituals versus Starbucks, wait, that might be a good idea, you know. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see that, a battle between Starbucks versus Rituals, foreign brand versus local brand. But on this one, we are coffee hopping. Well, coffee hopping into 3 local coffee shops right here in Trinidad and Tobago. So stick around, you'll learn a thing or 3. Oh yes, shout out Vanessa Foreign Living the American Dream, which is a YouTube channel, and Anai for sponsoring me, well, for buying me coffee. If you want to buy me a coffee or doubles, feel free. I'll leave the link in the description below. And for everybody else, thank you for watching. Now let's jump into the intro. So our first stop is in St. Clair, at the corner of Sweetbriar Road and Elizabeth Street, right next to Queen's Park Oval. And it's Full Bloom Coffee, who roast their own coffee, and the prices here vary between $20 to $40. Now this is the Audrey Jeffers house. Now if you don't know who Audrey Jeffers is, history time, hashtag history time. Audrey Jeffers is the first Afro-Trini woman to be elected as a city council for Port of Spain. So that's history there. So that's why she's kind of famous, and this was her family home. It is now the home of Full Bloom Coffee, and this house was constructed in 1908, so it is a historical house, as you can see by the architecture and everything. Pretty awesome, huh? Now let's go get one of those fancy stuff coffee thingies. Disclaimer, I couldn't record how lovely it is inside, but you wouldn't be disappointed with the visit here. Now, this is a flat white. Well, as close as fancy as get. Oh, good stuff, man. Coffee is strong. I mean, I don't normally drink coffee like this. I just normally like mine's less plain black, no milk, no sugar. But this is not bad. Now we're on to the second spot. We're heading east. St. Augustine to be exact. And up ahead is the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine campus, UWI for short, which has numerous memories for me. Let me know if you're a past or present student at UWI in the comments below. So the first stop was Full Bloom Coffee, right in St. Clair, that's in town. So now we're in the east in St. Augustine, heading to the next coffee spot. So we pass around UWI and then swing right onto the Eastern Main Road. And then we're going to swing left onto Austin Street. Wow, these mountains are a beauty, peeps, especially Mountain Benedict Monastery, which we'll do some other time. But right now we're heading to number 10 Austin Street for our second coffee stop, well, local coffee shop, Noir Coffee Lab. So this was actually not a property owned by UWI. Normally here and around St. Augustine, a good bit of properties were owned by the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine campus. But this happened to be not one of those. This was built in the early 1900s. Next vintage house. And yeah, so let's go in, get some coffee. The setting here may have changed by now, as this was recorded before in-house dining was reopened here in Trinidad and Tobago. They might actually have chairs around the table and whatnot. Now, at the Coffee Lab here in St. Augustine, they also have local products such as local chocolates and whatnot, as well as pastries. And wait, wow, this is pretty cool. This area here, some real vintage stuff here, boy. And yes, the record player, as I've been told, is still functional. Now, back to the coffee. Strong black coffee. Well, Noir Coffee Lab means black coffee, French. I'm not sure if I pronounced it right, forgive me. I also got to taste this shot of their hot chocolate, which is amazing. One of the amazing hot chocolate because they use local chocolate right here in Trinidad from Vancouver. So yeah, So that was Noir Coffee Lab right here in Austin Street, St. Augustine. Now let's head on to the third and final stop. Let's go. Trinbago Vibes on the Manzan stretch. That's how we do it. And let's move on. So the next stop will be swinging out onto the Mayaro Road. This is the market. And right after the market, next to KFC, is our third and final stop, NexGen Coffee. A fairly new spot here in Mayaro, and it's a coffee shop, bookshop, and stationery shop all in one, which is kind of pretty cool actually, especially as they have a good bit of our local books on their shelves. And the prices for coffee here ranges between $15 to $30 TT. The cost of the books here is comparable to other bookstores here on the island. It may be somewhat cheaper, so that's pretty cool. Anywho, time for some coffee. Alright, our third and final stop, NexGen Coffee right here in Mayaro. They use a local brand called Roastel. Smells good, smells local. Yeah, you smell any local thing. And just take a drive down close to the beach behind me here. It's still closed, but you know, it's better for me to come and do this here close to the beach than out there where it's kind of busy and I don't want to occupy a car park. Let me try some of this coffee. This is strong and this is nice. This is coffee, man. NexGen Coffee or bookshop or stationery store or all in one. So those are 3 local coffee cafes right here in Trinidad. One of these days we'll do Tobago. So we started off at Full Bloom in town, then we headed east to Noir Coffee Lab, and then we came down south, deep south, well, southeast to NexGen Coffee here in Mayaro. Shout out Vanessa and I for living the American dream for buying me some coffee so I could do this and share this with you all. Let me know which one you're gonna try first, but if you're in Mayaro, check out NexGen. If you're like, to me personally, I love the hot chocolate at Noir's Coffee Lab in St. Augustine. So I mean, I don't be on that side often, but every time I am on that side, I will be passing through there. And well, Full Bloom right there in town anytime. If you want to check out my next local coffee video, you can check that out here. Or if it is, you didn't see this video yet here, you should definitely check this one out here. So until the next one, my Trinbago Vibes peeps, stay awesome. Hope you enjoy this. I'll go on later.